What is happening? I'm N64Josh. This is going to be a quick Nintendo News Minute for Monday, January 4th. We're going to be talking a little bit about F-Zero. Now, F-Zero recently turned 30. Are we going to see a new game? I don't know. I'm doing this live on Twitch. Twitch, what do you guys think? Are we going to see a new F-Zero? Ninja Penguin says, all I want is for Nintendo to take F-Zero GX and port it for the Switch. I mean, yeah. There's F-Zero's kind of been in the news recently. They've been talking about how it's much more of a challenging game versus the fun and accessible game of like Mario Kart. And here's the direct quote, actually. So, this is from Sega. Sega's Toshihiro. I'm not sure if I said his name right. Nagoshi. All right. And he says, putting aside all odds of it happening, I must admit I have a lot of affection for F-Zero GX. If the opportunity were to present itself, I wouldn't mind. And in that case, I'd like to make it a challenging game. I believe that if Nintendo just wants a racing game that is fun and accessible, they already have Mario Kart for that purpose. So that kind of seems like hits the nail on the head. F-Zero has always seemed much more challenging to me, going all the way back to the original Super Nintendo game. It seemed much more challenging than Mario Kart, and I always felt like there was a good place for both of them. But we just haven't seen anything in such a long time. Such a long time. I mean, the GameCube was the last time we saw F-Zero, and I remember taking my memory card and heading to the arcade and plugging my save file in and racing with my racer in the arcade, and it was a lot of fun. That was cool. But the game has not made its return. Now, my thoughts, my hope is that with a very financially healthy Nintendo, that they will look to some of their past franchises that maybe don't do quite as well, but now that there is such a large install base of Switch owners, that they can still turn profits on some of these smaller titles, smaller IPs that we really just haven't seen in quite some time. You know, I'm not really sure, like, what's interesting to me is that we see, now granted, Pikmin 3 was a Wii U title that they just ported over, so I'm assuming there wasn't a big, wasn't too much cost involved in that, and they sold that game at $60. Pikmin still seems a little bit obscure to me. I don't know how much of a fan base there is for it, but I would imagine that F-Zero would be similar and sell close to as well as Pikmin. But I could be wrong. So Ninja Penguin in chat says F-Zero's GX campaign had an expert difficulty that was insanely hard. So he also says Captain Falcon is so popular because of Smash, he needs a new game. And I mean, we get to play some of the Mario, like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we get to play 2 F-Zero tracks, and they're some of the best ones, and you're moving on those. They put boost pads everywhere. Like, they're great. They're really, really great tracks. And every time I jump into one and I hear the music, I miss playing F-Zero. I miss playing, probably for me, it was either the GameCube or the 64. It's kind of a toss-up between those two. And I even recently went back and played the 64 game. I have it on my Wii U or in the Wii. I think it's on the Wii U. What is it? Their virtual arcade or whatever. And it was really fun going back. And you know, you don't use items. You kind of spin your your car or whatever to do damage to the other people and kind of knock them off the track or whatever. But also just the fun of that game of like going around some of the tracks being like a cylinder that you went around. It was, whether on the outside or on the inside, like it was a lot of fun. So yes, bring it back. Even if it is a port of GX, let's bring it back. Let's get a little anniversary collection of F-Zero, even if it's not a new game. We've already got the first game on Nintendo Switch Online, so bring back the 64 and the GameCube game just as a little anniversary collection. I'd be okay with this. Let me know what you think. What do you guys think? Do you want to see another F-Zero? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.